I'm Elle. Welcome to the penultimate episode in this series for first-time buyers. Today I want to talk about making the right offer. Very few of us negotiate in our day-to-day lives, and it can be quite an alien thing to have to do. If you really want the house and you've got a lot at stake because it's going to be your first home, you really don't want to get it wrong. So that added pressure can feel really scary. There's lots of things I could say about making offers. One of them is be careful, as I've said before, about taking advice from friends and family. Unless they've moved really recently, their advice might be slightly out of date. I had one person tell me that because of their position, they'd read in an unnamed newspaper that they should offer under 10% of the asking price. Unnamed newspaper might have got that wrong. The seller certainly thought so, and that person's ended up missing out on buying that house they really rather wanted. So there's elements like that to consider. Now, you can always try a cheeky offer. There's nothing wrong with trying. There's just some pros and cons to it. One of the cons being the seller could be a little bit insulted, think you're not really that genuine, or even worse, think you're trying to pull a fast one because you can't really afford the property. If you are serious about buying the property, the best thing to do is offer the asking price. Most of us aren't prepared to do that because we don't believe that's how the housing market works. Whether or not it does, I'm not going to be able to persuade you in 2 minutes, I know that. A lot of people do pay the asking price because actually it's the right thing to do. As I've spoken about before, mortgage companies mean that I am unable to overvalue anything because a surveyor will come in and end up downvaluing it. So you've got that protection. Don't fear. You're unlikely to get really badly ripped off. It's just not that possible with surveyors and mortgage companies checking in on all of those types of things. I understand the need for a bargain, and like I say, totally worth having a go. You are in a good position as a first-time buyer. That can be worth some money to some people. It's not always going to be. Try not to do anything too insulting to the seller and totally muck up your chances of getting anywhere with them. But maybe speak to the estate agent. They might be able to give you a nod and a wink if you're kind of in the right direction. Property Ombudsman prevents us from doing too much because otherwise that would be really unfair on everybody. But we might be able to intimate whether you've gone in too low, for example. The other thing to think about is what sort of time frame you're looking at. That can be a really good thing to bring to the offer because you might be able to say, I'm in a position to move really quickly, or don't worry, I'm in a position to let the seller take their time. So that's something to throw in there. Something else with offers that people don't always realise is if there's something particular about the house that really interested you. So one property I sold had the most amazing kitchen with lime green additions, and there were 3 matching bar stools. The lady offering said, tell you what, I'll pay you X amount if they're able to throw in the bar stools. The seller was delighted to do so. It all matched and it went really well. So if there's something particular in the property, the curtains, a certain lampshade that you're interested in, at the beginning of the offer, say, and I would like that to include. It just means that later on there's no mistakes and no confusion. Hope that helps. If there's anything else I can do, please don't hesitate to email me.